I'm grateful for my vision. I'm so grateful for the unfolding. I'm grateful to be stepping into the most powerful version of me. Thank you for the flow of money and abundance that I'm stepping into now. And thank you, thank you, thank you for gratitude. Hey, legends and rock stars, it is Marguerita here for another week of the Wealth Consciousness Movement lives to help you to create the life of your dreams, to release the fears, the doubts, the limiting beliefs, get beyond all the conditioning, and to create anything that your heart desires. So this week we're going to dive straight into some gratitude tapping. Actually, we're not going to dive straight into that because, of course, we've got to do the money dance. So we're going to do that in just a minute. I want to give you some context around why I'm doing the gratitude tapping today. So we all know that gratitude is literally the most powerful state to get into for manifesting. No matter what you would like to create, I'm going to avoid the word want because we know that the state of wanting just creates more wanting. No matter what it is that your heart desires, in order to create it, the quicker and the more frequently you can drop into a state of gratitude for that thing happening, the more quickly it's going to transpire in your life. The reason so many people experience the lack are in their lives, the lack of what it is that their heart desires, their lack of seeing progress toward their dreams, is because of the doubt, the fear, the limiting beliefs, and the lack of trust. So they don't see progress unfolding. And because they can't see what's happening underneath the surface, which is where most of the things are shifting and changing, they're actually shifting and changing underneath the surface. The universe is putting things in place for you to be able to step into that place where you're experiencing those goals and dreams that you have and your deepest desires. But because we can't see it and experience it in our physical experience, which we know is just an illusion, we don't think that anything's happening. And it's like, why isn't it happening? Why haven't I got the money? I'm doing all the positive thoughts. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing the tapping, and it's not happening. That is resistance. However, when you can drop consistently into a state of gratitude, knowing that it is unfolding, that every day, as you focus on what it is your heart desires, your goals, your dreams, as you take little steps each and every day in that direction, as you continue to believe and build that trust and belief in yourself and in the process and in the unfolding, that's when the resistance just falls away and you're able to move much more quickly toward creating the life of your dreams. Does that make sense? So if you would like to experience a powerful state of gratitude, I want you to state gratitude in the comments below, because it's always nice to get a little bit of interaction happening. So just type gratitude in the comments below. And I want you to suspend all disbelief and know that you are capable of achieving absolutely anything that you put your mind to, anything, that you are an infinitely powerful being, and that everything that your heart desires, all the ideas that you have, all the yearning that you have, it's all possible. It's just a case of getting out of your own way, of clearing away those limiting beliefs, of getting out of the resistance. And there's multiple ways to do that. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways that you can, it's a state. So gratitude is a state. When we do the money dance, we're changing state. And this is something that Tony Robbins talks about all the time. You want to get into your most powerful state. And the most powerful state for manifesting is the state of gratitude. So all the work around identifying and clearing the limiting beliefs, the blocks, the stories, the paradigms, the fears, the doubts, all of that is a necessary part of the process. And then when you practice gratitude every day, and there's multiple ways to practice gratitude. You can have a gratitude journal. You can just sit and meditate on gratitude. And the more you foster the habit of gratitude, as in just being able to stop and pause for 15 seconds a day and look around you and think of the things that you're grateful for. Now, when you take that a step further and you're able to be grateful for your challenges, for the difficult times in your life, because they have helped you to evolve in the person you are now, when you're able to be grateful for the journey and everything that comes with it, everything, then you are starting to master the law of attraction. Then you are starting to master being a deliberate creator in your life, because that's when the resistance falls away. When you stop making things wrong in your life. Now, I'm not saying that all your experiences are going to be easy because you're in gratitude, but just knowing that you came here to have a journey. You didn't come here to just cruise through life and everything just happened really easy. You didn't come here for that. You came here for the contrast, as Abraham Hicks calls it. You came here to experience the contrast. And as you experience that contrast, you develop an even deeper knowing and understanding of who you truly are, of what you're truly capable of what it is that your heart desires. So without the contrast, we actually don't really get to know. It's a process of elimination. Oh, well, I don't want that, and I don't want that, and I don't want that. I really want this. You get to hone and you refine what it is your heart desires through that process of experience. So when you can get into that place of gratitude on a more consistent basis, deep gratitude, and understand that everything happens for a reason, that every single challenge is an opportunity. Do you know that every problem holds an equal or greater opportunity that goes with it? So when you start to unpack that and realize just how powerful you are, oh my Lord, your whole world will completely change. Doing the internal work is an essential part of this. So I'm going to stop prattling on, and I'm going to start with the money mambo or the money dance, and we're going to get into a higher vibe state first. And really start to elevate your frequency. And then we're going to do a stack of gratitude tapping that's going to help you to really shift your state, shift your perspective, because everything is perspective, and it's the way you see things. You don't see things as they are. You see things as you believe them to be. Does that make sense? So things are not as they seem. And you bring all your judgments and perceptions and all this stuff, and you pile it into through your filter. It comes in through your filter. So your perception about what is not necessarily what is. It's just your perception of what is. Somebody else will have a different perception of that particular thing, event, circumstance, person. So it's all coming through your perception and your judgment. You shift your perception, you shift your experience. You may not necessarily shift the thing, but you change your experience of the thing. Okay, cool. Hope that's helpful. All right. Are you ready for the money dance? Okay, get up, shake it out, get ready, get loose. Make sure all the muscles are ready to rock and roll. Okay, are we good? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. I love money and money loves me. 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 Woo, cool, cool. All right. So I hope you get a little bit vigorous with this. I don't know if you can hear, but when I move around, my floorboards creak. So if I jump around, everything's going to shake. So, but I really hope that the more vigorous you get with this, the more quickly your state is going to change. The more you will, because motion creates emotion. So if you're jumping around, that's why dancing is so good for the soul, for the heart, for the mind, for the spirit, for elevating your frequency, because everything is frequency. So when you jump around, when you get excited, that's when you really start to feel your endorphins kick in. So the more vigorous you can get with this, the better it's going to, your experience is going to be, the more you're going to elevate your frequency. So who is ready to get into some tapping? Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is that I want you to, if you have a pen and a piece of paper, that would be good right now. Dig one out if you can. If not, just sit there and think about what it is that your heart desires. What is your vision for your future? What is it that you are intending to create in your life? What is it that you really, really, really desire to experience? So a lot of people actually don't know what it is that they really want in their life. And that's a big part of the equation. You got to know what you want before you can even start to get out of the wanting and into the having. So think about what it is that your heart really, really desires. And I want you to just do a very quick visualization. So close your eyes. And I want you to experience what that is for you. Is it about your environment and where you're living, or the things that you're doing, or the business that you're creating, or the experience you're creating, or the impact that you're having, or your relationship, the person that you're with, or people that you're with? Is it eventually travel? Is it a new home? Is it nice things? Is it nice clothes? What is it that sets your heart on fire? Think about all of it. Bring it all into the mix and experience what that is like to have that reality and be in that reality. How is that going to feel for you? Visualization is an incredibly powerful manifesting and creation tool. So now that you have that really, really clear, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into gratitude. Gratitude for all that you have right now. Gratitude for all that you will experience in the future. We're even going to do gratitude on the problems and challenges that you have faced, that you are facing. We're just going to tap on gratitude for about the next 15 minutes. Cool, cool. All right. So, there's that word frequency, says Rita. Absolutely. Dominique, I just got energy to burn, mate. There is just a limitless energy. We are limitless beings. So I just draw on the energy from the universe and just oozes out of me. So let's start on tapping on the karate chop point. And this is where we're going to start. Even though I haven't manifested everything I desire, yet. I choose to be grateful for all the experiences that I'm going through now and my journey to get me to where I want to be. Even though my progress feels really slow and I don't feel like my dreams are manifesting quick enough, I choose to be grateful and know it's all perfect and look for all the things I have to be grateful for. And I deeply and completely love and accept all of me right now. Even though I'm not there yet, I'm grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for my evolution. I'm deeply grateful for all the traits that have gotten me through past challenges. And I deeply and completely love and accept all of me right now. Okay, tapping through the points, starting with the inside of the eye. I choose to be grateful for my journey. I choose to be grateful for all the experiences that have got me here. I choose to be grateful for the challenges of my past. I choose to be grateful for the challenges I will face, because I know it's all perfect. I'm so grateful for my life. I'm actually really grateful for the contrast. The contrast helps me to sift and sort. I'm grateful for the process of elimination. I'm grateful to experience what I don't want, because that way I can define more clearly what I do want. I'm grateful for my resilience. I'm grateful for my tenacity. I'm grateful for tapping. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for all the people who annoy the crap out of me. And I'm grateful for the people I love dearly in my life. That's contrast. I'm grateful for my vision. I'm so grateful for the unfolding. I'm grateful for the skills and the knowledge I'm developing. I'm grateful for all the support that the universe gives me. I'm grateful for all the guidance the universe provides. I'm grateful for all the inspiration I get that helps me get closer to my dreams every day. Oh, I'm so grateful for my gifts and talents. I'm so grateful for my journey to this point that has made me who I am today. I'm so grateful for my strength. I am super grateful for my courage. I am so grateful for the personality that I have. I am super grateful for my flawsome. I am so grateful that my vision is unfolding. Oh, I'm grateful for this deep sense of trust. I'm grateful for the knowing that it is happening. I'm grateful for the perfection. I'm grateful to be stretched toward my goal. I'm grateful for the personal development that I have experienced. And I'm grateful for all the personal development I will experience. I'm grateful to be stepping into the most powerful version of me. I'm grateful for what I'm experiencing, even the hard times. It's all a part of the journey. It's all a part of the contrast. And I know as I drop into more and more gratitude, I know as I see the perfection and shift my perspective, the journey actually becomes easier. And I'm so grateful for what I'm learning about that. I'm so grateful for the unfolding of my vision. And even when it doesn't look like it's happening, I choose to know and trust that it is. I'm grateful for that deep sense of trust and knowing. I'm grateful for the faith that I'm building. I'm grateful for my belief in myself. I'm grateful for my belief in the perfection of the journey. Okay, deep breath. Let it out. Another deep breath. And let it out. Okay, that's a lot of tapping. My arm was getting sore, so I had to stop for a sec. So next, we're going to do some tapping around just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you to really feel that. Every time you say thank you, I want you to feel that even more, that it's more genuine, that it's more heartfelt, that it's coming from the deepest place inside of you. You have this genuine gratitude for all of your journey. So let me know, Karen. Yay, so grateful for being stretched to achieve my goal. Yes, and for connecting with Marguerita. I'm grateful for our connection too, Karen, for sure. So just type in if you have got any questions or let me know what you're experiencing right now. Have you noticed a shift in your state of being? Because that's what today's about. It's about shifting your state of being. And you can use gratitude with or without tapping at any time to shift your state of gratitude. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to experience sadness, anger, frustration, disappointment, that you're not going to experience sometimes a feeling of desperation. But all of that is a part of the human quantum experience. Oh, my nose is itchy. That happens when the energy is shifting for me. So our human experience is all about the contrast. I love that word. It's so perfect. You know, you can be at any end of the spectrum in deep despair or in massive joy and bliss. And there is still perfection and joy in everything, even in the desperation. If you stop resisting those uncomfortable emotions, I'm not even going to say they're negative emotions, but the uncomfortable emotions that are all a part of the human experience, then you will actually find joy in there if you look for it. Now, because we're not conditioned in this way, it sounds completely bizarre to think that there could be bliss in all emotions. Maybe not joy. Joy is probably the wrong word, but there can be bliss in all the emotions. If you think about grief, when you're grieving for somebody, and that deep sense of sadness when you're grieving, the bliss is in the human experience. Why are you grieving? You're grieving because you have the perception that you have lost something that was dear to you, or someone who was dear to you, someone who you loved. And if you resist that experience of the grief and the sadness and that perception of loss, because everything is perception, right? You can shift your perception and know that that was that person's transformation day, that was that person just shifting to the next experience, to the next dimension. They actually haven't died. They've just moved to another dimension. They're still there. Perfect experience before we get in with the gratitude, the gratitude tapping. That's so cool. Michelle feels lighter and happier. That's so awesome. So before we get into the gratitude tapping, back into the gratitude tapping, this is my experience with grief. Obviously, I don't have normal, like human children. I have fur babies, and that's perfect for me. I love it that way. And obviously, one of the hardest things with having fur babies is saying goodbye to so many of them, because they live such a short period of time. I have dogs and horses, and our dogs live such a short period of time, and saying goodbye to them can be so hard. And one of my fur babies passed away at the end of 2018. She was an old Labrador, and we didn't think it was her time, but she obviously thought it was her time. So it was an incredibly distressing few days, because we kind of knew what was happening. And her passing was incredibly sad. She'd been my baby since, 3 months old, and she was 14. And she'd just been such a special dog in my life. Loved her to pieces, still do. And obviously her passing was very, very sad. Now, the next day, I thought of her, and what popped into my head was Susie, my Susie girl. She popped into my head, and she was racing around like a puppy with the other dogs who she had lived with, who had passed before her, and loads of other dogs in over the Rainbow Bridge in puppy heaven. She was running around like an absolute lunatic. Now, this is not something I conjured up. She came to me because she turned to me and she was like, "Oh, Mum, I'm just having so much fun." And I had forgotten what she was like as a puppy. So she had gone back, and I don't really know what happens in the other realm, but she gave me that vision. Now, it was impossible for me to be sad when I could see she was so happy. She was an old dog when she was here. She was in pain. She was struggling to walk. So to see her reliving that experience again as a puppy, that just lifted my spirit so much. She had left this experience, but she hadn't died. She just transitioned. It was her transition or transformation day. So there can even be, it didn't mean I wasn't grieving. Of course I was grieving. She was my baby. But at the same time, I could feel the joy in her transition, in her transformation. Now, I'm not saying that that is an easy experience to have, but if you read the work by Byron Katie and the story that she tells, because she says that it's our thoughts that create our suffering. It's our thoughts and perceptions and judgments about a situation that create our suffering. And she goes through the work. Her process is called the work, and it's 4 questions and a turnaround to give you a different perspective and a different perception, to see the other side, to drop the thoughts that are creating the suffering. And her daughter, this is many, many years ago, this is a story that really stuck with me, and I promise to do the final tapping in just a minute, but this is a story that really stuck with me, that her daughter was having a baby, and she was in the delivery room with her daughter having the baby. When the baby was born, it was blue, it wasn't breathing. And Byron Katie, in her deeply evolved state, she actually said, I love this. I don't know how somebody gets to this point, but oh my God, her work is powerful. She said she didn't need the baby to breathe in order for her to love the baby. She didn't feel panicked. She didn't feel stressed. And her daughter looked to her at the time because she knew what was going on. There was a bit of a flurry as the doctors were trying to get the baby to breathe, or the nurses were trying to get the baby to breathe. And her daughter looked to her and she told her mum later that in that moment, she felt such a deep sense of peace come over her when she looked at her mum, because she just knew that no matter what happened next, it was all okay. Now, that's not to say if the baby had died because the baby lived. That's not to say that they wouldn't have grieved in some way, shape, or form. But do you see the power of being able to control your state and not get swept away by the events that are unfolding and your perceptions about the events that are unfolding? To drop into that state of, she did not need that baby to breathe to love the baby. She didn't need that baby to live to love the baby. Oh my God. Like, that is just so profound. So, all right, we're going to do the final tapping because it is 9:32 and I don't want to keep you too much longer. But we're going to do a final gratitude tapping. So I want you to just think about your situation right now and all the things that have happened for you in the past. And I want you to start by tapping on the inside of the eye. Thank you, universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. Thank you for helping me discover who I truly am. Thank you for the experiences that have stretched and challenged me. Thank you for the problems and challenges I'm experiencing now that continue to challenge me and stretch me and help me to grow into the biggest and best version of me. Thank you for the challenges that help me to see how powerful I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the contrast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To all the people who have been a part of the contrast. Thank you for all the people who have made life difficult at times. Thank you to all the people who have helped me on my journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the experiences. The experiences of life as a human being. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To money. Thank you to money for being there when I needed it. Thank you, money, for being there enough that I've managed to survive to this point. Thank you for the flow of money and abundance that I'm stepping into now. Thank you to all the resistance that is being released right now. Thank you to the contrast for showing me what not to do and what I don't want. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, universe, for your constant support and guidance. Thank you, money, for coming in abundance, in flow, with ease, to support me in bringing my dreams to life. Thank you, universe, for the inspiration that helps me to step into flow. Thank you for all the powerful experiences, the good and the bad. that have gotten me to this point today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my gifts and talents. Thank you for the evolution of my soul. Thank you for this human life. Thank you to all the people who have contributed to me being where I am today and where I will be in the future. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that deep sense of belief that I am developing. Belief in myself. Belief and trust in the journey and the unfolding. Belief and trust in the perfection. And thank you, thank you, thank you for gratitude. Thank you for flow. Thank you for happiness and joy. Thank you for sadness and frustration and disappointment. Because those emotions show me that I'm not in flow. All those contrasting emotions are guiding me to get back into flow, to shift my perspective, and to know who I truly am. Thank you for the infinite power I know is within me. Thank you for my deep connection to spirit. Thank you to all the mentors in my life who have helped me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. And thank you, thank you, thank you, spirit, for all of it. Okay, deep breath. And release it. And deep breath. And release it. Okay, how is your state now? Oh, pretty unbelievable, isn't it? So I just love being able to shift state in this way. So now is the time to get solution focused. We are at such a critical, pivotal point in humanity. And whilst it may look like everything is falling apart, it is truly falling together. This is our time. This is humanity's moment to evolve into such a magical place. We cannot have consciousness without the chaos. We can't. It's just not possible without the disruption. Without the breakdown of our systems and structures, we would never move into a higher state of consciousness. So be grateful for the unfolding. No matter what your experience of this is right now, be grateful for the unfolding. Be grateful for the power that we hold within this to create a whole new earth experience for ourselves and for everyone else on the planet. The more people who wake up to this, who realize this, who step into this and step into their power now, the more we get to create the new earth a lot more quickly. How good is that? So, oh, Rita's buzzing, Michelle's buzzing, yay! So I do hope that you've really enjoyed this. Please give me your feedback and, invite your friends into this space. If you think this is powerful stuff and you would like more people to be able to experience this, and we can elevate consciousness and well-being and wealth and freedom together as a community, then invite them into this space, because this is a time and a place where we all get to step into the best version of ourselves. I look forward to seeing you next week for another transformational journey. Loads of love to you, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.